In preparation for the upcoming camping season, we wanted to make a few upgrades before hitting the road. A few weeks ago, we changed out the stock Dometic thermostat to a micro air thermostat. Today, we have two more upgrades. We're going to change the USB outlets to these, which have USB-Cs, and we're going to change out the door locks for our storage compartment. This is the new lock that we're going to use. We have a 2023 Flying Cloud. The USB outlets that are in this camper only have the USB-A connections. Most of our devices require a USB-C, so we wanted to go ahead and upgrade. I went ahead and ordered these new outlets on Amazon. The only ones that I could find have a USB-A and a USB-C, and then this one has a button to turn on and off the power to the outlet. This did come in a pack of 4, but can be purchased in a pack of 2 or singles. We have 3 USB outlets in the camper, so I went ahead and purchased a pack of 4. No instructions came with these, so I am armed with some small wire nuts and a wire cutter, as well as a screwdriver to get this one off the wall. We will see what happens. Hopefully it works. We are currently winterized, and so we're not connected to shore power, and our batteries are turned off, so all of the power is turned off to the camper. So that's number 1, make sure your power is turned off. Let's get started. First things first, I'm gonna remove this outlet. It's a Phillips head screwdriver, so it should be fairly easy. So it looks like they do have these wire connectors. I'm going to unplug the wires, which means I probably won't need my wire nuts, which is very nice. These were connected that the black partners with the white wire and the red partners with the black wire in the wall. So I'm going to reconnect in that way. Now I'm going to stick these guys back in here. I am having a few problems because the 2 holes for the screws aren't quite lining up to the previous holes in the camper for the other USB. So what I'm going to do is hold it together with just 1 screw. It's on here pretty tight. I don't have the screw screwed in all the way, but it doesn't really move much. When I can, I'll go ahead and extend or make a new hole for this one. But right now it's still pretty sufficient. And then the last thing is to go ahead and stick this on, and we should be good to go. All right, 1 down, 2 more to go. Just to note, this one, the little connection is a little bit further in the wall, so it might be a good idea to bring like nose pliers or something to sort of grab the little connectors. The driver's side of the bed has different color connections. The purple is connected to the red USB wire, and the white is connected to the black USB wire. Now that these are connected, I'm going to tuck these guys back in. Looking good. The last USB is in the upper cabinet. next to the door. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug the Level Mate Pro and change this one out. And also to note, it only has one USB plug-in, so this will be nice because it'll give us an additional one. Okay, so to access this one, I do believe it's going to take me a lot more time and more tools than I brought with me today. I just have a screwdriver and a wrench, so not a whole bunch with me. I was able to remove this HDMI outlet and put the camera behind this wall, and it looks like it's attached the same way that this HDMI is. So on the back side, there's a couple of screws connecting this to ensure that during travel and everything, it doesn't come out. It appears that's the same way with this USB outlet. So I can't get to it without removing this entire compartment, either this wall or this wall. I'm not really sure how these disassemble. I've never really tried, and I don't think that I have enough tools with me today. I just brought a screwdriver and I don't have the time to do it either. So this will be a little bit bigger project. When we do go ahead and replace this, it's just not happening today. I just turned on the battery power, so we're gonna give this a go and see if these new USB outlets work. We're gonna test these out. So I'm going to open up the little flap, turn this on. The blue light comes on, which means it is turned on. But I'm gonna go ahead and plug my phone in. So the only charger I had was a USB-A to USB-C, and I just have my phone with me. I'm going to plug this in and plug it into my phone. And it is charging. We're at the driver's side of the bed. I'm gonna open this, turn it on. The blue lights come on, indicating it's working. So we're good to go. Next up, we're outside. We're going to replace these locks on our storage compartment with these brand new locks that we got from Air Gear. They did send instructions, which is very nice. And the only thing we need today is a screwdriver and a small wrench. It says either or. I have both, so let's get started. Once we unlock the compartment, we're going to remove this screw. Which undoes the entire assembly. I believe I also need to take off this nut. It's right here. So I couldn't find my crescent wrench, but I do have a set in the car. 13mm seems to be the size that fits. All right. That comes off. I'm gonna put everything back just so it all stays together. All right, we're gonna do the same thing for the other side. So I believe I learned my lesson. I'm going to break this first. Just a little bit easier when that's done to get it out. And we're going to unscrew this. The new lock is the same assembly that we had. There is a rubber gasket to go on the outside. I'm just gonna unscrew the nut, and then I will stick, and the screw. I'm gonna unlock the lock so that I have a little wiggle room there. Now my assembly. Okay. Maybe the lock was already unlocked. Yeah, it was. Alright, so no need to do the step that I just did. Alright, so I undid the nut and the washer, and I'm unscrewing this, but I need to open the lock so I can have some play. Okay, and I'm gonna put this back the way it was. Having a little bit of a problem getting the bolt to thread, but it appears that it is doing that now. Alright, so that's tight. Now we're going to tighten this. Okay, and now we will test it out. So, I have the latch facing the wrong way. Alright, I believe I've learned my lesson, so we will try this again. I won't tighten it all the way, make sure it works, and then we'll be good to go. Appears to be working. And because there's two nuts and locking washers, we can make final adjustments on here once I have the other one, make sure everything is latching perfectly. That seems to be working. We're gonna test out the other side, make sure it's good, and we'll lock them up. The last thing we're gonna do today is measure the base of the jack stand. We're ordering some snap pads, and it's pretty easy on the website to enter the trailer that you have, and it'll tell you which snap pads to use. We also want to get one for the base of the jack stand. And we don't know what size it comes in. I believe the website says it comes in 6-inch or 9-inch. So we'll go ahead and measure ours now. It is measuring 6 inches. Now that we know the size of our jack stand base, we will order the snap pads. So be on the lookout for that video. Let us know what upgrades you're planning on making this season. Thanks for watching.